is your excitement level. Because if you just go over to somebody and say, oh, you know, I have this thing and it's really good and it makes me money, it doesn't really. If you say it with excitement, it rubs off on people. They can see that you're excited about what you're sharing. And if you're excited about it, they're going to want to learn about what you're doing and how you're doing it. So that's the first thing I would say. The second thing I would say is, you know, I mean, which everybody here represents, is helping your team. You know, the way this is set up, the way NovaTech is set up, you almost have to help your team. And it's set up for you to succeed, your team has to succeed. That's the way this is set up. So if you have that belief and you know that, okay, you have to help this person get to his rank, for you to move up to your rank, then of course you're going to help him and you're going to go out of your way to help him. So that's, for me, you know, that's the first thing is, who can we help? Who wants it? Who wants to help, we'll help them. And, you know, it's been so far an amazing run, and it will continue to grow and grow by continuing doing those small steps.
Great answers. You know, sometimes it's not the words you say to somebody, it's the energy you exude when you're saying it, right? So I appreciate that answer.
Yeah, listen, so, you know, when you look at this business, it's all walks of life that come into this, and you need to know, like, how do people talk to people? And I've met a couple here in the last year that absolutely understands the human being at its core. And they help so many people make a difference in their lives and in their world, and it is showing and it's shining through. I am in awe every time I get on a Zoom with these folks and their team, just to see what has been accomplished in such a short period of time. I'm honored and blessed to be part of the family with them now. And I want you to hear from them just a couple of things, tips and tricks, what they do to help the people in their team and their prospects to understand and say yes to them. I'm sorry. And this is Marcus and Tashua Green from the ETL.
Give him a hand.
Hello, everybody. I just want to say the key thing is just understanding and knowledge. Because the Bible said a lack of knowledge will perish. So as soon as they get the understanding and the knowledge, and then one key thing, teamwork. Teamwork make the dream. Teamwork make the dream. And like Yoshi said, excitement. What is excitement? Because it's inevitable. It's inevitable that this virtual world is coming to technology, the global system. We are born, we're born into the global system, the world of trade, produce, and products across the globe. So it's inevitable that we are going to be heading into that direction.
Hello, everybody. All right, well, first we must give honor to God. That's what we believe. And we are thankful to be on this platform, and we know that our lives has changed. He didn't mention it, but my husband just retired. And so, he fired his boss. And so, if it was not for NovaTech, he would have had to go back, right? Because a retirement pension check is really nothing. And so, what we do is we encourage everyone that we talk to. We don't go out there to find somebody. We go out every single day. We go to the stores, we may go meet someone. We just bump into people and talk. And what we do is we share our story. I believe if you just be transparent and be honest and just love. The Bible says that the greatest gift of all is not how you can speak, it's not how you can preach, but is love. And I believe if you share that with your team and you just continue not to speak it only, but to show it, because we are looking for the manifestation of the love of God to walk on this earth. And what we teach our team is just to love everybody. Don't you make a decision that somebody will say no. Because I believe one of the biggest fear that we have is to make a decision that someone will not join or someone will say no. But when we have the faith that God tells us to have, what is faith? It is the substance of things hoped for. So we were hoping, and we was also praying, that God sends a vehicle our way. And this vehicle came our way, and we just started rejoicing. We didn't think about it. We didn't have to pray about it. What you have to pray about if you're broke? You're broke, you're broke. And so when you pray for something, God says that faith without the works is dead. So what we had to end up doing was applying the works. And when this NovaTech came to us, it was really a blessing. And we just shared it and started sharing it. We had 5 sons. Our eldest is 28. We got each and every one of them in it. My mom and my dad brought me into this world. The least that I could do was put them into it. Come on, somebody. I came from the Trinidad and Tobago. And when we came here, we said, we are not coming to fail. I said, I am not coming to work for a man. Not another day in my life. And so we decided to just push this thing through and to bring all glory back to God. So if you hear me keep talking about God, it's because you don't understand my story. But I give God all praise in everything that I do. He says, let everything that has breath to praise the Lord. So we give God praise and thanks this day. I just want to encourage you to continue to push. If you came this day, I want you to know that you are the head and you are not the tail. That you are above and you are not beneath. You are a lender and you are not a borrower. It's time to get rid of the banks, and it's time for you to walk in the kingdom authority that God has given you. He has given you dominion and power to rule, and we all are going to be ambassadors as we continue to share the love of God on this earth. That's all I got to give you today. God bless you.
That's all? If I wasn't worried about breaking this mic. Unbelievable, the people that are being attracted into all of our lives for the betterment of all of our lives. So just amazing. So I want to introduce you to Bethany Krause. I just did it, got her and I met. I guess it's been coming on almost a year. It's just somewhere in there. I'm surprised her and I have never crossed paths before, but she's an incredible leader in her own company in the nutritional space. She saw this and just unreal. What I want to ask you, with your busy schedule as a mama, with your busy schedule as, like, she has a full-time vacation schedule, right? With the business that you run, the people you serve, a lot of people have their jobs. Some people are in other businesses. How do you manage the time to squeeze in a little bit of NovaTech every day to stay consistent to get the results you're looking for?
Hi everyone, yeah, that's a great question. I think there's a little saying that I heard years ago, and it's structure creates freedom. So all I ever wanted in life, I had 3 businesses before I became a network marketer. I had a dog daycare and boarding facility, I had a coffee shop, and I was also a general contractor. I used to build and sell $1 million homes in Breckenridge, Colorado. And I had 2 kids who were 2 and 5 at the time when I found network marketing. And all I wanted was freedom. And I heard structure creates freedom. So I built that business in the pockets of my life. I mean, I found that time where I was very intentional. Every single time I was building my business, it was with intention. So I do the same thing now at NovaTech. And I've brought in 25 people to NovaTech. I plan on probably quadrupling that this year in 2023. I'm ready to start sharing with people. Those 25 people I've shared with really weren't with intention. So now I'm ready to do this with intention. But the reason why I share that is, you know, if you put things on your schedule and you stay within integrity to yourself where you stick with that. You know, how many of you have a gym membership in here? And how many of you go to the gym? So, you know, that's my point is, you've got to do what you say you're going to do day in and day out. That breeds success. And so I do that with my wellness business. I do that with NovaTech. And yes, I do have a full-time travel schedule. I travel usually 2 trips a month. And Bob asked me the other night, what do you travel for? And I said, for fun. And, you know, I could never do that when I had 3 businesses. And now I have that freedom that I can do that. So it's really just being consistent, being with intention, and staying with integrity to yourself. If you really want this, you will schedule the time to do this. I mean, how many of you want to do Scott's 9-week plan? I sure as heck do. How many of you are committed to doing that 9-week plan? I mean, over almost 30,000 people will be in your organization if you do that for 9 weeks with just starting with 3 people. How many of you want to do that double track to fast track that Francisco teaches? It's incredible what you can do if you literally just put your mind to it, and it's all mindset too. You know, don't feed your brain with garbage. You know, throw away the TV, don't throw it away, but you know, just turn off the TV and spend that time learning. Get on the Zooms at night. These guys are so great and they have all these wonderful Zooms for us. You gotta plug into them because it's the people that are plugging into the Zooms that are the people that are successful. The people that are not on the Zooms, they're asking questions, they're submitting support tickets, they're having customer service issues. None of that would happen if you just plug into the team in the Zooms and what they offer us.
Structure equals success. I'm going to go 2-star master in 6 months if I just do that. Structure's everything. So go ahead and have a Scott. Whatever you want. You got 3 left? You got 3 left?
All right, so, you know, when I first got started, there was 2 or 3 ambassadors in the entire company. You know, Dr. ZZ, Corbett, and maybe a couple others. Since then, what's it turned into? And I look at when you and I talked and what we've done in the past and other things, and I'm like, that's a heck of a lot of money to